everyone, it's Leisha, also known as Valkylie, and today we're continuing with our Pokemon makeup challenge. Yay! So we are now on to Venusaur, which means we will finish our first evolution line today. Wow! And I'm going to do kind of the makeup I'm going to wear when I'm doing things. I have to go shopping and all that stuff. And then after I'm done with that, you guys are going to see when I add a little some extra to the makeup look. So, but I'm going to wait to do that, as I said, until after I get home, and then I'll officially post all the pictures with that as part of it. Okay, so very first thing I'm going to do is my Aveeno lotion, as always. I pinned my hair back, so get the Aveeno lotion. Okay, boop. So, also for people wondering that, like, subscribe to me for, like, my nerdier content. I will be filming videos like that, but it takes a little bit longer because I have to, like, really flesh out what I'm going to say and really get all my thoughts together, because I'm doing, top 10 favorite anime video that I'm going to be doing, but however, that's going to take a little bit longer because I have to really flesh out why I like certain things and have examples and explain, and because I just want to be like, this is my favorites, and then not have any really explanation. Kind of like the same thing I did with my video games, as I had like examples, things I liked about it, a couple of critiques, because even if you really like something, there's always a slight critique. Yeah, I have a little journal that I write all my YouTube stuff in, which right now I'm going through and I'm writing the number of the Pokemon name, a checkbox if I completed it, and the date I completed it, so I can just keep track of it. And I've been writing those down. Didn't get through many. Alright, and next I'm going to put on some chapstick, which I'm using the Blistex 5-star protection. It's the gold one, because it's the one that I had on my makeup vanity, which I have some exciting news. On Wednesday, I will be getting a tripod, ring light, and box lights. So I'm going to be able to film on my actual vanity, so I don't have to stand at the window anymore, and I can still get good lighting, as long as there's not too much crap in the background, and I can, like, clean the room up some. Okay, now I'm going to use the e.l.f. Holy Hydration face cream. This face cream is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Because I really like to keep my face moisturized. And for Venusaur, if you've never looked at Venusaur before, he's more similar to Ivysaur than Bulbasaur. He has that same main blue color, and then he has some brown, some pink, and some yellow. And he has a little bit of dark blue, but that's not going to go directly on my eyes. That's going to be when I add the little extra things onto my look after I get home. But everything else I have a very good idea for. Okay. So, yeah, and then I just take the excess and I, like, rub it in my hands and stuff. Keep my hands all soft, because I have to put hand sanitizer and all that on it all the time. Now I'm going to take a sip of water, because keep hydrated. And then also I have a video that I will be doing soon, once I get all the stuff, about Yumiko. So, yeah. The one thing, however, is I do not wear the colored contacts, because if you did not know, you should look up how horrible those are for your eyes. My eye doctor literally was like, don't wear those, please. He's like, they're so bad for your eyes. They're banned in other countries because of how bad they are for your health. And they're like a threat to national health care. Now I'm going to prime my face. Boop. Boop. Touching Soul. And I tell people, they're like, well, I want to be as accurate as possible. Get GIMP. GIMP is a free photo editing software. There's a little option. You can do a circle. You can do as big as your eye. And then what you do is or you can do it that way, and then you can re-add the pupil and put a shine on it and everything if you want. What I do, however, is I do a little small circle for my pupil. I make that black. I make another circle kind of around that, like I do like a custom little line and make it the shape of my eye. Or I just hand brush it in, and I have a little drawing pad that I don't use a lot because I have to like look up and draw at the same time, and that's just the weirdest thing. I just can't, my brain just can't do it. So yeah. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm now going to prime, or I'm going to color correct underneath my eyelids. Okay, I had to grab my towel because my hands, which I'm washing this towel today, my hands get super like greasy and stuff after I prime. So I'm going to take the yellow, which I found a yellow color corrector for $1 at Dollar Tree. So I'm probably going to, I was like, oh, I'll buy that next time, because I try not to spend more than like $3 at Dollar Tree every time I go. And I would have spent like $4 because I would have gotten 4 items. So like, I'm not doing that. And I didn't have enough time on my break yesterday, but I'm hoping one of my other doubles I have enough time to run over there and just grab the yellow color corrector, or if not, I'll just grab it sometime, because I just have to run in, grab it, get out. Because this time I'm not going to walk around and look, unless I have a long enough break, then I will. Which I worked all day yesterday. It was a long day too. And speaking of work yesterday, I have a story about someone complaining that I was too nice to customers, too personable with customers. So, the restaurant I work at, I'm gonna need some more chapstick. The restaurant I work at, one of our things is we want to treat people as if they're family, okay? That is one of our things that we like to do, and that's a good thing. People know us, people remember us, people like us, people remember names. People are like, oh, where'd that one person go? And they're like, oh, they're gone. You know, people asked about one of our cashiers that's on vacation right now with her family. I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, concealing my under eyes, and like, they remember you, and they care about you, and they're really nice. And that's just part of our culture at our restaurant. Anyways, I will not be getting any identifying, because I don't talk about my workplace. I don't say that. I mean, talk about it, but I don't say the name of it. For reasons of, I can't get in trouble for anything I say here, because I don't talk about where I work in that form or fashion. I'm not identifying them in any frame, Anyway, there are so many restaurants in this town, and that's a big thing common in Florida, is that you treat people like they're family. That's just part of the culture here in the northern part of Florida, very southern. Anyways, this lady comes in, she called I think she called a to-go order in, or she came in and put the to-go order in while she was here. I didn't take the to-go order because I was doing other things. But anyways, she comes, she places her to-go order, she leaves, and then she comes back later. It was taking a while. I will admit that. The order was taking a long time. However, me and the other cashier kept running back and forth to the kitchen, trying to help them when we could, because what kept happening was they kept taking the food for the to-go orders and giving it to the dine-in orders instead of giving it to us first. Because the guy that was on the line is new, and he didn't know what he was doing, and we're trying to explain to him, you need to stop. You need to say, when the to-go people tell you to drop something, it's for them. Don't take it. And we kept explaining that to him, like, don't take things. Don't just take things, first off. Because I'm like, what are you doing? So pretty much the cashiers had to stand back there because there was one person, I think, that called out from work in the kitchen. I'm just trying to get the powder out of this freaking thing. There's hardly any powder in it. I gotta get new powder next time I go to Walmart. Ew. What the frick? Oh, I just blew in the mic. I'm so sorry. There was a gnat inside. There's a gnat. Why are there so many gnats, dude? They've been everywhere recently. Okay. I think I got... I hate this so much. But anyways, lady comes back in and we're like running back and forth. And I mean, if you can't tell, we're running back and forth. And we're like, we got this down, we got this down. Like, it should be up in 4 or 5 minutes. And we're running back and forth. We're literally staying in the kitchen. And like, we're both taking turns going back and forth. So one of us can be up there and one of us can, like, just because that's what we did. Well, it was taking a while. While customers were coming up to me, they ask you questions about how you're doing. One of them said, hey, you've been here for like, she's like, I've seen you a lot recently. I'm like, yeah. She's like, when's your next day off? I said, oh, it's tomorrow, which is today. And she goes, oh, that's good. What are your plans? I was telling her, oh, this is this, and this. She's like, you must be so excited to get a day off, hun. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I'm pretty excited. She's like, well, you have fun tomorrow, hun. I was like, I sure will, ma'am. And she left. Another person comes up. They ask me for an application because it says, it's because a lot of places are hiring people. A lot of people have been losing their jobs, you know what I mean? So a lot of people are asking about applications. They come up and they're like, like, you guys accepting? And I'm like, absolutely. And I was like, how many do you need? She's like, oh, I'm going to need 2. I said, cool. Because there's no one else waiting in line. She's like, can I ask you a few questions while there's no one up here? I said, that's absolutely fine. And she goes, well, how many hours are you getting right now? I said, well, some of us are getting overtime and some of us are hitting about 40 hours. I said, because we're kind of understaffed. And she's like, oh, are you hitting overtime or 40 hours? I said, well, right now I'm hitting overtime. I said, because I do cashiering and I do serving. And I said, and they really want to cross-train people right now. And she went, oh, you must be tired. And I'm like, yeah, but I get my day off, I recoup, and I come back. That's the only things that were being said. I didn't talk to another employee at all because I didn't have time to talk to other employees because I was taking to-go orders. I was making sure the orders that we got were correct. I was going back and forth checking on her to-go order. We were switching places. You know? We were doing things at all times, so I didn't have time to talk to an employee. Well, anyways... the other cashier makes the to-go order. Like, she makes it herself. So, and she's also a server, so she knows how to make a to-go order. She knows how to make sure things are all in there. She makes sure she has everything. All of it. She comes back and says she's missing 2 things. Well, the 2 things are like the cheapest thing on her plate. They're like 50-cent things. And we're like, oh, absolutely, we can get you an appetizer of that the next time you come in. And then she said, and also, your employees are too personable with your customers, complaining that they haven't had a day off in this many days, da-da-da-da. And I go back to my manager and I tell her, you know I take my job seriously. I'm here all the time, you know. And, okay, so the foundation I'm using is L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour wear. I tell her I'm here all the time. I'm here on time. I take my job very seriously. That's why I make sure my stuff is done properly before I ever leave. She was like, I know. And I'm like, okay. I said to my manager, do you think I would ever do that in front of a customer? Ever? She's like, no. I said, I will explain to you the entire conversation. I can even point out to you who the customers were. And the funny thing is, the person that complained is another person that she came up to me while she was waiting and asked for an application. Came up to me and asked for an application and said, I heard that you're getting a lot of hours. I said, absolutely, yes, ma'am, I am. She's like, wow, that's great. She's like, you must love all that money. And I said, it is great. She's like, are you tired though? I'm like, you get tired. She even talked to me about the same thing she was complaining about. I think it's literally because she just wanted to complain. Okay, she just wanted to complain. I know that's why. But, you know, my manager's like, don't take it too seriously. I'm like, whatever. And she's like, but her to-go order shouldn't take that long. I'm like, yeah, what do you want us to do? She's like, well, it's everyone's responsibility. I said, okay. I mean, we're running back and forth trying to get things. Your line cooks don't know what they're doing. You understand that? Like, your line cooks don't know what they're doing. They are giving food to the wrong things, like, we can't help that unless we stand back there and just watch them. And then I'm like, so that means there won't be somebody at the front. There will only be one person at the front at a time. And sometimes that's really hard, especially with to-go orders being crazy in the world right now, because people still don't want to leave their houses. I'm like, so you want to leave us with one person? I said, you're purposely scheduling 2 people because they both need to be at the front. Are you not? She's like, yeah, I am. I'm like, okay. So you want one of us to stand back there and make sure we're getting what we need to get because your line cooks don't know how to do their job. Just ask her a question. And she was like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, okay. I guess that's what we're going to have to do from now on. But I know if I start doing that, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what we need to do right now. And I'm like, ugh. But that's just the part of restaurant, which I also will be doing a video on, like, tips for working in the restaurant industry and how to survive in the restaurant industry. And one of them, I will say in that video too, is the rules change day by day because the situations change day by day. Someday you have really good to-go people that know what they're doing. Someday you'll have really good line cooks that know what they're doing. You'll have those days. And then other days, you won't have those days. So you need to be prepared that things will change every single day. Never expect it to be the same. Never. I'm telling you right now. If you expect the restaurant industry, you expect all the rules to be the same every single day, it's not how it's going to work. They're also always reworking plans, changing plans. You know what I mean? It's always something new, always something different. And that's okay. It's absolutely fine. Okay, let me check. Look, you can't really see that line once I put my bangs down and everything. Anyways, that was a little annoying. She called because I was nice to people and they were asking me questions. What am I supposed to say? I said, oh yeah, I get a day off, I recoup, I come back, I'm just fine. That's literally what I was saying. And one was like, you're here a lot? I'm like, yeah, I am. Like, what's your next day off? I'm like, oh, this day. Just talking to people. They're talking to me. I don't know what you want me to do. Stand there. I cannot talk about personal life or ours. Like, what do you want? Karen. That's not her name. But it should be. Karen. She also dressed like Carol Baskin. Just saying. But y'all, when I saw that, I forget her name, but the girl that got her arm ripped off by a tiger that came back to work after she got her arm ripped off by a tiger is coming to Pensacon. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. But however, I did not like Tiger King because I didn't feel like they gave enough of a warning that there will be depictions of animal abuse. I feel like that's kind of a warning you should put at the beginning. Warning! There will be graphic images of animals being abused in discussion and depictions of horrific treatment of animals and humans. Viewer discretion is advised. That's all you had to do. But they didn't do that. And one of the first episodes shows some fucked up shit. And I was like, oh, no ma'am. So I stopped watching it pretty much immediately. But I pretty much got the entire story. I got the synopsis from other people. And I was like, oh, Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't tell me it didn't happen. The tiger snacking. That's what I understood from that entire situation. And then Joe Exotic is a big old lion poopy head that said, I ain't never killed no tigers. Killed 20 tigers. He killed 20 tigers, guys. 20 tigers. Shot him in the head. Shot tiger. And y'all like this man for some reason. I don't understand that. That's the first thing I don't understand. Y'all fucked up. Y'all real fucked up. You like Joe. For what reason? He killed tigers. And you see those living conditions? Those were shit. You guys, no. You guys actually care about animals. You don't want them in those things. You want them in like the huge reserves that you never see them kind of thing. You want them so they're never seen by humans. But you know they're getting fed. You know they're getting taken care of shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? What the fuck? Sorry about all the bad language. But anyways, what is wrong with you? Like, that's what I want to know. What's wrong with the people that support Joe Exotic? He just standed up to a Karen, guys. That's all he did. Her and her little kittens, or whatever the frick she calls her friends, or fans. So I don't understand y'all. Like, I really, like, I don't. Like, explain yourself. Please explain yourself. Like, y'all make no damn sense. No. They're like, I love tigers. I support tigers. Also, people that love animals and want animals to be taken care of. Then they go to the zoo. I'm like, you stupid. Have you heard? No. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Have you seen some of those conditions those animals live in zoos? Horrible conditions. Depressing conditions. Depressing. The only thing that can be seen as real are the huge, like, acres upon acres upon acres reserves. Like the huge one over in Africa that they have like a ton of giraffes and lions and zebras and crap over there. Like, that is a good reserve. But we do need to increase, like, the security on, like, poachers and stuff, because poaching is such a big problem. Also, Doc, or whatever his name was, putting little tigers in gas chambers? What the fuck is that about? And also, the whole cult thing with women, something's wrong with everybody. This is going to be a long tutorial, y'all, because this is really messing me up. I just contoured my entire face without saying what I used. It was the NYX Pro Highlight and Contour Palette, but something's wrong with y'all. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And then, apparently, he's going to be filming movies in Pensacola? No, ma'am. I don't want him here. With his shooting tigers in the head. Disappointed. Purely disappointed. I'm using my blush from the palette I've had since high school. One day I'll get through it, or it'll start to break me out disgustingly, and then I'll get rid of it. But until then, I will keep this. And y'all can't make me get rid of it. Because what you can do, snatch it out of my hand? You can't. Anyways, what the fuck? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all need Jesus. With all that. I don't even believe in Jesus, but y'all need him. You need something. I don't know if you need organized religion, an enlightenment, a meditation. I don't know what it is, but y'all need it. Because y'all supporting people like that. What is wrong with you? That's one of the things I want to ask that girl. Did you ever see a tiger get killed? And if you did, how did you continue to stay there? How? How could you continue to support some guy that killed something so innocent and beautiful? Those tigers never did nothing wrong. They didn't deserve all that. No, ma'am. I'm real disappointed. Like, I really am. Like, you guys don't understand, like, how mad I was when I saw people actually supporting him. I'm like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. So much blush. Yay. And then there's, okay, so I'm gonna, like, talk about some, like, makeup pet peeves sometime. I think, like, I have a lot of video ideas that I want to do. But right now, I can do makeup tutorials because that's about as much time as I can put into videos. So, but when it probably comes to school, I might be able to flesh out a little bit more of, like, my ideas and what I want to do and all that. Okay. Now I need a highlight. Oh, it's gonna rain today. Ow, my foot! It just fell on my foot. My feet are all, like, destroyed right now. Okay, I'm gonna take the Mega Glow highlighter and Blossom Glow. Get it on here, about three swipes for me at least. And then I tap off the excess, spritz, and hopefully when I get my ring light and all that, I can, whenever I grab something, I can not do that. Anyways. It's a really pretty highlighter. Also, I'm pulling a little bit because there is lighter pink in his big old flower for Venusaur, which actually I was going to talk about something a little bit. So, my first ever Pokemon game was Pokemon Crystal. I loved Pokemon Crystal. It was so much fun to play. I originally used Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is one of my, well, Typhlosion is one of my favorite Pokemon, which I'm very excited for that look when I do it. Like, super excited. Super duper excited for it. But that's so far away. We gotta get through an entire other generation first. But my favorite, one of my favorite Pokemon from this gen is Blastoise. Because that was the first ever Pokemon I got up to level 100. Because I had Leaf Green, Fire Red. I was the kid that got every single version of the game. I had Sapphire, Emerald, and Ruby, which those games were a lot of fun for me. I actually stopped playing around Diamond and Pearl because I didn't get a DS for like a couple of years after it came out, and then I got into Harvest Moon at that time, which I really loved, so I kind of dropped that as a kid. Okay. So now we have the face done. I'm going to spritz my face. Just with Bretman Rock Jungle. It smells so good every time. Oh. Okay, now we're going to prime our eyelids with e.l.f. 16 Hour Wear Camo Concealer. Look at that. Look at her. Yay. And tonight I will be cooking chicken quesadillas. Very excited. Oh, but we need scallions for it to do that, like green onions. Now I'm gonna blend this out. Oh. I heard a sound. I was like, what is that sound? It's my cat. There we go. Now I'm going to take Cool Taupe. I'm going to set my eyes with the shade. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other eyelid. Set the other eyelid. Oh my gosh. Blend this all out. And then also tomorrow I'm going to be getting my ring for Yumiko, because if you guys haven't noticed, she has a ring on her right thumb. I didn't notice until, because I was like looking at the entirety of her cosplay, or her, and I was like, oh crap, there's a ring. I need the ring. And then I got the nail polish, I have the fake nails. I gotta get nail glue. And next time I go to Walmart, I gotta get nail glue, I gotta get powder. Well, I might just order off of Ulta for some of my other makeup stuff, because as I said, I'm gonna buy in bulk. So I think I'm gonna wait. Maybe I'm gonna wait till I absolutely have to, kind of thing. Like I'm like, I got 1 use of makeup left out of this. order it for it to take 3 days. Probably like maybe 5 uses left, which I think I got about maybe 10 days out of this. So anyways, now that I have the eyelids primed, I'm going to grab the glitter base that I have. Gonna take a little bit, which I need the palette, which one of the palettes we'll be using for mainly one shade. It'll be James Charles palette, and it'll be that blue shade I used before. We're gonna put all over the top lid. The bottom of the eyelash will be what is going to be oh so special. Okay, it cut me off. I'm kind of washed out. Oop. Oop. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna edit that out either. Anyways. Prime the eyelid. There we go. Then, ooh. This is why I want to use my vanity, so I don't have to bend down to grab things. I don't drop things on the floor all the time. Tired of it. Okay. Take that blue shade, rub my finger in it. I hate this. I really do. There we go. And then I'm going to take, where's the brush at? Oop, yes. Not today, but tomorrow they'll be coming to drop something else for me. Actually, quite a few things for me. Okay, this will work. I'm gonna get, no, that's not gonna work. This little brush right here. I'm gonna take a little bit of that blue shade, tap it, and then I'm going to blend out the crease with this color. You can buy this brush set on Amazon, but beware, the glue does come off. Quite easily. Like, it'll just, you can just pop these things pretty much right off after a couple of months of use. Okay, now I'm gonna do the bottom lash line, which I'll be using the Conspiracy palette for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into shade Trisha and food videos today. So I'm going to grab this brush. This is I'm going to take this, get some of Trisha, and going to bring it on the outer part. Oh, got a little bit of fallout. I take this brush. This is the e.l.f., the prismatic highlight brush. I don't use it very much. Take the pink. I'm going to buff it out some. Okay, and then I'm going to take food videos. I'm going to put it in the inner part because he has a little bit of yellow on his flower. Food videos. So I'm going to take that. And this takes a couple of like swipes to kind of build up, because if you want it brighter, which as I said before, I do not mind having to build up shades. I don't mind fallout, like, because that just means it's blendable, and I'd rather be able to blend to build up a shade. There we go. It's like super, like, this is really easy. I feel like this is the easiest to recreate for people. So if you recreate or like get inspired by any of my looks, please tag me. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. Okay, now I'm going to go and I'm going to do the other eye. I'll come back. I'm back. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Actually, no, that's not what I'm going to do first. I'm going to take these, highlight, boop, 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 right in there. Because I like some little uniformity. I don't know why. I always use a highlight no matter what the look is. These on my face. These right there. I really like this look. Oh, I forgot to add the little blending out on the eye. Where's it at? Where'd the brush go? Hello? Okay, I'll just use this brush right here. It'll work well enough. Anyways, as I was saying, if you're recreating my looks, let me know. Or if there's like a look you would like me to try out or like take my own take on, tag me in on Instagram. My Instagram handle's the same here, Valkyali. So if you guys ever want to do that, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, as she said. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I need mascara. I'm going to use the Great Lash Lots of Lashes by Maybelline. Oh, she's scratching her ear ball. Also, I don't really ever wear like false lashes with like actual makeup looks because I like to use those for like cosplay and stuff like that. So I try to save them for that. Okay. Now I'm going to take this on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ow. I pinched my skin just a little bit. It kind of hurt. Again, mascara. Well, see, look how much better that part of my makeup looks automatically. So you guys are probably wondering, where are you gonna put the brown on? Because he has brown on his stock of his palm thing, flower thing on his back. You'll see. Calm down. It's okay, guys. I'm being so freaking pushy. Jesus. If anyone from work's like ever watched these videos, they're gonna be like, wow, you're literally no different anywhere. I'm like, yep. And also, you know what I mean when I get a tripod? You know what that means? I can vlog things. When I do things, I can vlog them. I can do a day in my life video, which will not be exciting. Okay, so now we will do the brows. I'm going to take your towel that needs to be washed, which you will do today. You're gonna wipe that powder off of them. Oh, wow. I thought about maybe possibly ever doing the soap brow trend thing, but then I realized you have to have like full brows to do that. I don't have that. I have thin, nasty, like sparse brows. They're like thick at the and then oh my god, the tail is bad, guys. And like one eyebrow is so differently shaped than the other. Like I don't have even eyebrows. Maybe all this asymmetry in my face is cool. Make me unique. Oh, there's a big old storm a-coming, y'all. Which means I'm gonna have to wear different shoes than I thought, because I was gonna wear flip-flops, but my feet are gonna get soaked. if y'all didn't know, getting wet in rainwater can cause ringworms. If you didn't know, they can cause ringworms on your feet. It's disgusting. Because if like your feet get dirty and there's a bunch of water, it can like seep into your pores, which then allow a ringworm to get inside. I've had like 3 ringworms on my feet before. Yeah, if you didn't know. But now you know. I got ringworms a lot on my feet. Because anytime it would rain, I would run into the rain with no shoes on. Oh, it's literally like the storm is on top of us. It's gonna start raining! See, I especially like rain. Oh no, I don't like all that though. That is what I don't like. I don't like that. Feel the thunder. Don't. Lightning and thunder. It's a horror. Like, I don't like Imagine Dragons. It's just, anytime I think about thunder, I think about them. Also, I think after I'm done with Pokemon, which is going to take a really long time, I'm going to do all the Animal Crossing villager makeup looks. Wow, okay. Now we're going to finally get the brown in. Could you guess what it is, kids? Give you time to guess while I try to find it in here. Lipstick! Yay! It's in the shade Toffee Talk by Wet n Wild. They have wonderful lipsticks if you've never tried them. Boop. Be-doop. So, also another reason you put a foundation over your lips, it's because it allows it to be the color it's in the tube, because if you guys didn't know, your lips aren't naturally this pale. If they are, you need to go to a doctor. So your pink messes with the color of your lipstick. Or typically your lips are like pink, or they're like darker tinted, or they have red. There are some people like Nikki Tutorial's lips that are like bright red. If you guys have never seen her lips, they're really pretty, her natural lips. Anyways, you always neutralize your lips out. At least for my complexion. Wow, it's raining. I don't have good lighting anymore. So, I'm going to set my face. I'll put makeup up, I'm going to get dressed, and then I'll show you the final thing. For right now, holy shit, it's pouring! Woo! I'm back, everybody. Mostly because, I don't think I'm going to be going to the stores or anything like I was supposed to today because it's raining. And we can't leave when it's slightly raining, I guess. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the last little bit of my look where I bring in the dark blue. So that, I could open this up. These little things right here are little dark blue stars that I got. I got a bunch of little things, like I got little metal things, I got a bunch of different color stars. I have some roses. I have like little fruits and stuff. I got them mostly to make necklaces, but nobody bought them, so I'm just using them to glue on my face sometimes. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put eyelash glue. I'm going to take a little bit of eyelash glue. I'm just going to like go like that with it, and then go like that. Let it get a little tacky. Then Hold it down. Atlas, no. And look at that. Extravagant extra. It's my day off. If I have to rip the little stars off, I'll be fine. I'm gonna go take some pictures now. These are so uncomfortable, but they look super cute. So I'm gonna go take some pictures. Okay, everyone, I'm back from pictures. Now I'm just going to outro this video. So I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day. Be good people, do good things, drink plenty of water, and also follow me on Instagram at ValkyAlley, Twitter at ValkyAlley, and Twitch.tv at ValkyAlley, because I will be streaming once I have a normal work schedule again. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!